Game.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
And how are you?
Awesome.
Good. Today we are going to present about orientation, induction, and training. But before that, we would like to introduce ourselves. I'm Bettina Salvador, and these are my co-presenters.
And Rochelle.
So today, first we're going to talk about the orientation. As we all know, orientation is very important in the company. For an employee to be acquainted with their co-employees, with the managers and the organization itself, orientation is very important because this process aims helping employee adjust to his department position, responsibilities, and work culture.
All right, and in the same in induction. So in induction, companies do it to be able to give you like the company details, your job description, mission and vision. That's the purpose of having an induction in the company. And also in trainings, of course, trainings, as we all know, all new employees, they go through trainings so that all employees will develop the standard that the company wanted to be for all the new employees. So before we begin with our presentation, I want all your participation.
Everyone to participate,
Yes,
please.
we're going to have a quick icebreaker.
Yes.
So I want,
Okay.
yes.
This
So,
group and this group.
so everyone, so the icebreaker will be, so I'm gonna give a message to my classmate here, yes, and then the message should pass to everyone.
At the end.
Okay, and at the end, Mark is going to tell us what was the message on that piece of paper. So are you ready about it? All right, so the message will be, please don't read it loudly, read it by yourself, and then pass it to Gerard, and then pass it to Sam, and then pass it, and then pass it. And then let's see what will be the message from.
That is a secret message.
Alright? So, alright, read it carefully. It's a short message. Okay? Alright, so, no, pass it by saying it to Gerard.
Do you want to
Do
read
you want to
it
read it again? Or last chance? Read it again. Last chance.
again? Take your time.
But don't take too much time. Only seconds. Are you ready? Alright, so the message, Mom. Oh my God, it's a very long message.
No, it's not a long message.
Don't explain. Alright. Okay. Alright. Pass it.
You pass it to Dale.
Pass.
You pass it
Pass
to Dale.
Pass the message to
Pass the
Dale.
message to Dale.
Say it again and then. Just pass the message. Don't. I thought they're doing something else. Eh?
Maybe you will tell that. Don't kiss each other, okay?
okay what you heard. It's okay.
This is an exercise, communication exercise.
You read it.
It's beginning to change. It's beginning to change.
So, tell us, Mark, what was the message? What was the message? Yeah, it's okay. Tell us.
They said that coronavirus was, and then, coronavirus was.
Alright.
Okay, thank you very much for the participation, everyone.
So the message was,
The message goes this way. Coronavirus are zootonic, meaning they are transmitted between animals and people.
so, yeah, so, yeah.
Why coronavirus was?
Alright, so in this
What we
quick
have learned.
icebreaker, what we have learned, if someone put you on the spot in your job, you will not be able to know what you are doing. This is the reason why we're going to discuss the training, orientation, and induction.
This is
Alright?
the importance of why we are going to discuss the orientation, induction, and training.
Okay.
So thank you guys for your participation.
Alright,
Good
so
job.
moving on to the next presentation, orientation.
Yeah. Orientation is it can be formal than induction and has a longer duration and can take 1 to several days. As Bettina says, it aims helping employee adjust to his department or position and responsibilities and work culture.
So the importance of orientation, first, prepare for success within the organization. So success needs both inspirational leaders and sound managers. So it's very important to share everyone's success in the company. So meaning to say, if you orient the person properly, so there is a big chance for success. And the second one is feel supported and guided during the first day. So during the first days of work or training, it's very crucial for an employee. So equal importance or being accepted as a member of the organization is a big deal for an employee. So the next one is feel comfortable and achieve a sense of belongingness. This one is a human need. Sense of belongingness is a human need. So sense of belongingness is very important for an employee because when he tends to be to get engaged with other employees as well as his boss or manager, then it will be easier for him to mingle in the community or in the company. And the next one is provide a good foundation for work productivity. So this base is very important. A strong base is very important for an employee to start in the company.
Alright, so that's the importance of orientation. Moving on to the next presentation, it's regarding the induction. So in induction, normally company, they do discuss the mission, the vision, the company profile, that goes to all induction. So,
In addition with that, induction is also the process of formally admitting someone to a position or an organization. It means that you are putting the supervisor putting the employee to an organization or to the position. Yeah.
and the importance of induction, actually it makes you employee feel respected and valued, helps establishing good communication, provides the necessary information, creating a sense of fellowship and cooperation. So it goes all to induction. Okay. The next presentation, the next slides will be talking about training.
So training is an act of improving employees' skills in a particular job.
So, training is actually when one-on-one, like developing the employees to be able to put in a standard in that company. So that's the time that you are going to create a training session to the employees. So new employees, they will do trainings for them to do their job responsibilities, job description to be able to be as per the standard of the company.
Training is very critical because it has a lot of importance to the part of the the employee who is being trained, because this is the first step towards creating or performing the job successfully.
So the benefits of training are increased job satisfaction and morale among employees, increased employee motivation, increased efficiencies in process resulting in financial gain, increased capacity to adopt new technologies and methods, increased innovation in strategies and products, and reduce employee turnover.
Alright, so that's the orientation, induction, and training. When someone asks you, what's the difference of orientation? What's orientation for you?
Difference between orientation and induction.
Yes.
I think orientation is to put the newer employees at ease and make them feel comfortable in what the organization is like.
Alright.
Whereas induction is more on describing job description or tasks that need to be done kind of thing, or to even be or letting them know, our employees know about information they need to be confident about.
Okay, alright. What about training? Miss Jessica.
Training is teaching the skills of the job that has to be done for the person in the organization.
Alright, okay, so everyone are aware about the induction, training, and orientation. So moving on to the next slide, we're talking about the training methods. Okay, so but before we proceed with the training method, since it's all related to training, we're going to make another one
Activity.
icebreaker. So we all need again your participation. It's just like 2 minutes activity. So what we're going to do is that we'll just choose 5 or 6 employees to be here in front. Only just
Yeah.
Okay. So if we need some volunteers, 6 employees, 6 students. Yes, Gerard, Mark, Sam, please join us.
No choice.
Dave, JM.
No choice.
So what are we going to do is that employees, you'll be the last one. You'll be the last. So one here face
Facing the
Mark,
Facing this
Sam. Okay. The third one here, face here, Mark, JM, and then
Bakit isa lang yung babae?
Dave. So don't look at here. They will tap you. Okay, they will tap you if you're going to look in front. Okay. So we need you to
Remain
please.
looking at your...
No, it's okay. We need some space. We need some space. Okay, so Dave, Nori is gonna tap you.
Yeah.
Whatever Nori will be doing, you need to do it. Tap JM. JM needs to perform whatever you were doing, and then JM's gonna tap Mark. Tap Mark. So it
You
goes
have to
on.
add...
Okay?
tapping.
Yes. So are you ready, guys?
I think we need to...
Ready? All ready. All right. Start with Dave.
Okay.
Don't look.
No, you
You know.
serve me first.
Observe first. All right, good. Did you get it, Dave?
You repeat
No.
it. You repeat it.
You can repeat it.
Bro, they are not...
Repeat.
You repeat so that you can follow.
Don't say it.
Okay, I'll repeat it.
Konti lang din.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now you need to tap there. And tell what you.
Kinakabahan ako nito.
You get it? Okay, now Mark. Mark, no.
Don't look,
Everyone sound.
Okay, talk now. And then you need
face him.
Yeah, okay.
So did you get it?
No.
No, please, let them.
Ah, okay.
You teach.
Ah, in the picture. So,
Alright, so now you need to sell that.
Okay, what's that? I remember it was like this.
No.
Okay, it was like this and this. I remember only this.
It's okay, do
It's okay,
whatever.
just do whatever you
Remember.
That's it.
Yeah.
So should I look?
Yes.
what I hear, no, what I saw is just like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like motorcycle?
yep.
So the final action was
The final steps will be
what?
with Gerald.
Gerald.
What's
It's a motor. Oh, it's what do you call that? A scooter, right?
Yeah.
just
Just action.
it. But the original steps was
Yeah, the original stuff was just like this.
One,
First,
two.
then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm glad we didn't do that.
Thank you very much for your participation, guys. Good job, thank you.
Good job, well done. So, in the next presentation, this is how we actually teach how people learn.
Yes.
So that classification goes to which learning style, if you all know. What kind of learning style?
We have
Visual?
learning styles.
Visual.
Training?
No,
We have three learning
the learning
styles, which are first visual,
Visual.
second
Auditory.
third
Tactic.
tactile.
Kinesthetic.
Visual?
Or tactile.
Visual?
So which of that?
Visual?
Kinesthetic.
Why?
Because you let the other person do the thing.
I think I'm more visual. I'd be visual first, and then auditory, and then.
Yeah, it's actually a combination of it.
Actually, it is a combination of the three learning styles. Yes. Why?
So-
Because
Because we use all. We use our eyes, sense, we touch.
and we
tap,
heard
Yes.
something.
And the sound. So
The sound.
that's basically a combination of all the training methods. So let's discuss the visual. The visual is actually a training style when the learners are actually see it. Like some learners, they wanted to see by graphs, by by details. So some learners learn from what they see. So that's actually the visual. The visual, when they see, it will reflect and then it goes directly on what they learn from what they actually see. The next training methods will be auditory. The auditory goes
So
to...
auditory can be through listening or hearing or talking.
Yes, so that's when someone says something like in the presentation, like what we were doing, the audience will absorb it by hearing. And the next one will be tactile or kinesthetics. So in kinesthetics, the learners are actually by touching, by doing it, like one-on-one. When someone do it, they wanted to try it. That's the training methods of the
Kinesthetic is the
kinesthetic.
movement. Yes.
Okay, so that's the three training methods, learning style, for yeah.
The three learning styles.
Yes. Okay, so moving on to the next one, we are going to identify and explain the 4 training methods. So in the 4 training methods, we have 4 steps on doing it. So we have prepare to train, we have conductor training, coach trial performance, and follow through. So in prepare to train, when all of us earlier, we wanted to prepare our teams. What did we do to prepare to train, to prepare to discuss, to prepare to say something in front of your colleagues?
What do we have to do for us to prepare to train?
Collect all the data first.
All right, very good. Collect the data. And what else?
What else?
Schedule a follow-up or a sit-down with the employee.
Yes,
Yeah.
Collect the data and interpret the data.
All right. So always remember when we said prepare to train, we have this who,
Yeah.
what, where, how. So these are the methods that we're going to remember when we are planning or preparing how to train. So like for example, who are our audience? What are what are we going to discuss in the topics?
Where are we going to discuss the topic or?
Yeah, and when are we going to conduct the topic, and how can we, how we're be able to deliver or conduct the topic?
So that's the process of prepare to train. The next one is to conduct the
Conduct the
training.
training itself.
So when you conduct the training, you will physically tell or train the employees, like what we are doing now. We are conducting the training. So what will be the step of conducting trainings? To give you the information. Okay? And the next one will be coach.
Coach trial performance. What is the importance of coach trial performance?
You're able to coach the person. You're able to coach the person very well.
Yes.
You can train.
No, you first.
Coach trial performance is, what's the question again?
What is the
What
importance?
What's
is
the
the
importance? The
importance?
importance of coach trial performance is the coach will be able to show how it's done, and the employee can follow after it.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. And the next one will be follow through.
Why do we have to do follow through?
Because we want to achieve certain goals every week, and so by following up, you will then see if you have achieved that goal,
Making sure.
making
yes.
sure that you achieve that goal, and if you have any more goals that you want to work towards or achieve, then you could follow up on
Yes.
towards it.
Very good. So follow through is basically a supervisor checking the standards if that person is actually doing it correct. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So that's our presentation. So we have the summary that we are going to. The summary is the importance of the training orientation. So we all know the importance of training orientation and induction. And also the training methods that we are going to share to our trainees, like the kinesthetic, the auditory, and the tactile. So, what questions do you have before we end up our presentation?
What do you think is the most effective way of training or coaching an employee? That's my question. What do you think is the most effective way from auditory, tactile, and visual? What do you think is the most effective way
Yeah.
of coaching?
We had discussed it last time that to be able to learn, you need to use it all. That's the time. That's why we use that icebreaker earlier. Because if you only use your hearing, it will not be complete. Because every one of us, as Mr. Barry was mentioning last time in the chapter, that as a learners, you need to use all. You cannot use only hearing. It's incomplete. Sometimes we need to see it. We need to feel it. Because now millennials are very active to have it.
Yes. We need to use all our senses in order to be in order to be productive. And by this, using these three learning methods is very important. Why? Because without using the others, by just using one of it, will not be successful. So by using all of the learning styles, you will be able to succeed. And most importantly, while using these 3 learning styles, you should focus, because focus is very important. Without focusing, you will not be able to learn and be successful in your performance.
Yes. Any questions? All right, so thank you very much for
Thank you
your
guys
time.
for your participation. And